All right, today I want to talk to you about in Exodus 14, 10 through 12. And this is when the Pharaoh and the Egyptians are chasing the Israelites, right? And they're trying to escape Egypt. And all the Israelites are crying. They're like, Moses, we want to go back to slavery. We want to go back to worshiping Egyptian idols. And right there, you got to stop right off the rip. And just think about, how is this comparable to my own life? I mean, I have been in toxic relationships, as many of y'all, where we're just absolutely miserable with the person. And then the moment we get any sort of separation, we want to go right back to that misery. We want to go right back to worshiping that person. I know for myself, living in active addiction, I wanted to get out of the street life so bad. But the moment you set me in a rehab, I would just be screaming. This would be my exact cry, was like, let me go back. I want to worship the things I was doing. I want to be back in that mental slavery. And so if we go down in the very next verses, Exodus 14, 13 through 14, Moses promises the people they'll be delivered if they stand firm in their faith. And God will take care of them, and they'll be delivered from their problems, and they'll be on their way to the promised land. And when looking into this message, there's a psychological phenomenon I found, which I thought was fascinating, that explains that the brain is more comfortable with an old trauma than it is with a new heaven. And I found a couple quotes that wrap it up pretty well. And one was that it's easier to accept old hell than it is to accept a new heaven. Another was that when things get rough and disorienting, the predictability of the past starts to look pretty good. And both those perfectly encapsulate everything that I was thinking. And even with myself, making this video, I've been disobedient. God told me to do this forever ago. God told me to start posting forever ago. And I've been worried to step out in faith because I've been worried about what people might think. It's a scary world out there. We've all seen YouTube comments, or Facebook, where people are just ripping each other apart for no reason, But anyways, whenever I read Exodus 14:17, it really kind of shed some light on the situation for me. And it's that God promises Moses that as they run, he will harden the hearts of the Egyptians, and they will chase after him, but that his glory will be shown through the whole matter. And so what I find interesting is that when you go further down, that's when God uses Moses. He splits the sea, uses Moses again, they close the sea, and all the Egyptians are washed away. But what I found interesting, right, is that he promises that he's going to harden the hearts of the Egyptians. He does not say that he's going to take the problems away. He does say that the problems will chase after him, but that his glory will be shown through all that. And it eventually was when he washed them away. And I just wonder if there's anything that you could step out in faith in today, that you're worried to step out in faith in, but God is sitting here and promising you through his word that he will deliver you from this fear. He will deliver you from these problems if you step out in faith. And even for myself, making this video, just stepping out, I wonder if my fear of judgment is going to be like the Egyptians' hearts, if it's going to be washed away and that his glory is going to be through it. And I just really hope that this short little message today inspired you to maybe step out in faith and do something that God's been telling you to do for a really long time. I'm here for all y'all. I love all y'all. Hit me up if you need me. Peace.